Hi, hello, my viewers, my well wishers, my patrons, and those who regularly join my live streaming class are welcome to my channel An Easy Step to English Grammar. Thank you very much, and all of you are aware of the fact that WBCS Preliminary examination is going to be held on the 14th of June, and at the same time the miscellaneous forms have already been filled up by the aspirants. At the same time, Panchayat examinations at different positions are going to be held, and many other examinations are on your threshold, and your preparation must be at the peak point at this time. However, my topic tonight is homophones or homonyms, which is very much important for all of these or in all of these examinations, similar in sound but different in meaning. Welcome to my channel. Please tell your friends, okay, and I am very glad to have you in my live streaming class. So, if you are going to sit for the examination, any of these examinations, it is going to be the most important lesson for all of you. My dear friends, that I should not make my introduction lengthy. KG2. So what? If you have the desire to learn language, that is English language, there is no problem if you read in class 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, which class it may be, what class it may be, that doesn't matter. Whatever, I must not deviate from my main point. And tell your friends that I am online and taking a class on different words, similar in sound but different in meaning. Very, very important lesson for your examinations. I have made a groundwork for you so that you may understand or follow my words. My first pair of words, but, beauty but, just follow the class very attentively, meticulously, without skipping a single word. But, beauty but. What is the meaning of but? Actually, but is conjunction, but is preposition, and but is adverb. Okay. But is conjunction, but is preposition, but is adverb. Let us take some examples. I wanted to go out for a walk, but I could not as the weather was not good. I wanted to go out for a walk, but I could not as the weather was not good. Then here but is conjunction. It is joining the two parts of a sentence. I wanted to go out for a walk, but I could not. Here but is conjunction. Now I am using but as preposition. For example, there were many things in the bag but hammer. But hammer. There were many things in the bag or in my bag but hammer. Here but means except. Here, no, I am not a Muslim and a teacher has no religion. Whether he is a Muslim, he belongs to the Muslim community or the Hindu community or the Christian community or the Parsi community or Jaina community, it doesn't matter. A teacher has no religion. He is always above any religion. Okay? But it may be mentioned that I worked as an assistant teacher in English in a higher secondary school, a reputed school, for more than 37 years. This is my identity. Okay? However, for example, I had everything in my bag, or there were many things in my bag, but hammer. But hammer. Here, but means except. Here, but means except. That means this but has been used as preposition. Okay? This but has been used as preposition. So, I have shown you that but has been used as conjunction and preposition too. Next, I am giving an example of but as an adverb. As an adverb, just follow the basic grammar or grammatical rules. The rules which will help you to crack any kind of competitive examination. As an adverb, for example, you are none but a child. Okay? You are but a child. You are but a child. Here but is adverb. Okay? Here but is adverb. I am going to sit for an examination and it is but 2 weeks. That means there are only 2 weeks for the examination. Okay? You are but a child. You are but a child means you are nothing but a child. But is adverb. So I have shown you that but is conjunction, but is preposition and but is adverb. Okay? Now another example, but. B-U-T-T, but. B-U-T-T, but. Here but means the end of something, the last part of something. You see that B-U-T but and B-U-T-T. These are the very common questions in WBCS examination, especially in the miscellaneous examination. Okay, vocabulary. And you know that there are 25 marks or 25 marks are allotted for WBCS preliminary. However, B-U-T-T, but means the end of something, the last part of something. For example, I found many cigarette butts and BD butts in your room, and I come to the conclusion that you are a smoker. That you are a smoker. Again I am saying, there are many cigarette butts, B-U-T-T-S, and BD butts in your room, and I come to the conclusion that you are a smoker. Now I have shown you the difference between but, B-U-T but, and B-U-T-T but. Hello, my dear viewers, my friends, and my guides. I am an old man having 37 years experience, and I am trying to serve you so that you may learn the tidbits of grammar and vocabulary. So why don't you like? It will cost you nothing. Please subscribe my channel and Easy Step to English Grammar, and I will try my level best to give you my best. Okay? Next pair of words I have selected that are very much probable in your exams. Okay? Another example, flower, F-L-O-W-E-R, flower. And all of you know the meaning of flower. What is the meaning of flower? Flower is the part of a plant. It is the part of a plant bearing seeds. Flower means you must have some seeds from the flower. So it is the part of a flower bearing seeds and beautiful or sometimes multicolored petals having fragrance or good smell. Having fragrance or good smell, F-L-O-W-E-R, flower. For example, many seasonal flowers have bloomed in my garden. Many seasonal flowers have bloomed in our garden. Flowers. Now, F-L-O-U-R, flower. F-L-O-U-R, flower. What is the meaning of flower? Here, flower means, you know that cereal grains, cereal, C-E-R-E-A-L, cereal grains like wheat, paddy, beans, nuts, seeds. That is the grains of cereals like wheats, paddy, seed, nuts, beans, etc. Okay? Flour. For example, we need good white flour just to make good breads. We need good white flour, not flowers. It has no plural number. Flour is flour. We need good white flour to make good bread. Okay? Flour. So here lies the difference between flour, F-L-O-W-E-R, and flour, F-L-O-U-E-R. Again I repeat. How are you, sir? Yes, sir. I am very fine. And I am taking an online class before your examination. Similar in sound, but different in meaning. Okay? So, F-L-O-W-E-R flour and F-L-O-U-R flour. Now come to the third pair. The third pair of words. Okay? Grid. G-R-I-D, grid. I have picked up the most important words. G-R-I-D, grid. Here grid means just interconnected network of cables, transformers, etc. Again I am repeating. Interconnected network of cables, okay, transformers, etc. For example, a power grid has been set up. A power grid has been set up in our locality. Power grid. Okay? Then G-R-E-E-D grid. G-R-E-E-D. Grid. Grid means excessive desire to have something, to gain something, in any way, in any dishonest way. Okay? Grid. Grid for wealth, grid for some food, grid for any lucrative thing. Grid. For example, no man is without grid for wealth. There is no man who is completely grid for wealth. There is no man who is free from grid from wealth. Grid. So GRID grid and GRED grid. You may note down all these words because I have selected these words only for you. And I fervently hope that all of you will subscribe my channel, An Easy Step to English Grammar, so that my labor may not go in vain. My labor must not go in vain. Okay. Fly. Next pair of words. Fly. Fly, fly. Okay. Okay. Fly. Fly, fly. Fly means it is verb. When it is verb, that means to move in the air using two wings. Using two wings. Just to fly means to move in the air using two wings. Okay? For example, some birds are flying about here and there in our cottage. Some birds are flying about here and there in our cottage. Okay? Fly. But fly, fly is a small insect. Is a small insect with two wings. With two wings. Small insect. Don't allow the flies to sit on your food. Don't allow the flies to sit on your food. Flies. Here fly is noun. So fly is verb and fly is noun. Okay. Now let us come to the another pair. Leaf. 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 Leaf means foliage. Foliage. Okay? Leaf. Noun it is. For example, in the springtime, new leaf will come, or new leaves, that is the plural number. New leaves will come to the tree, replacing the old leaves. Here leaf is noun. In the springtime, new leaf will come, replacing the old leaves. Okay. So leaf and leaf. One is noun and another is verb. Okay. Another example of leaf. It is very interesting. For example, to flip or turn from the pages, to flip or turn the pages of book, magazine, etc. For example, I spent the morning leafing through the history book. Leafing through, L-E-A-F-I-N-G. Leafing through the history book. Okay? That means turning over. Leafing through. Another example is name. N-E-I-G-H. Name. Name means it is noun. Hoarse, loud call of a horse. Hoarse, loud call of a horse. Don't you hear the neigh of the horses? It suggests war. It suggests war. Neigh of horses. Loud, hoarse voice of horses, neigh. Another is nigh, N-I-G-H, nigh. It is adverb. It is adverb. For example, it is adverb and its meaning is near or nearby. Near or nearby. Please tell your friends to join the class. I am discussing a very useful class. You will be able to enrich your vocabulary, to enhance your vocabulary, and that will be too much helpful for you. N-I-G-H, nigh, that is near or nearly. It is adverb. For example, you are telling your friend, the end is nigh. The end is nigh means the end is nearby. Okay? Or it is nigh impossible. Here it means almost impossible. It is nigh impossible. That is N-I-G-H spelling. That means it is almost impossible. Okay, it is adjective. Another, bridge. B-R-I-D-G-E, bridge. B-R-I-D-G-E, bridge. You may note them down after the completion of my class. You may hear it again to grasp all these words for the enhancement of your vocabulary. Okay? Bridge. Bridge means B-R-I-D-G-E, bridge. A structure built on a river. A structure built on a river or a road or a railway, etc. We say river bridge, road bridge, railway bridge, etc. Recently, the government has built a long bridge over the Podda. Recently, the Bangladesh government has built a long bridge over the Podda. Okay, bridge. But B-R-E-E-Z-E, bridge. Okay, B-R-E-E-Z-E, bridge. Bridge means, actually, it is noun, a gentle or a mild and a refreshing wind. A gentle or a mild or a refreshing wind. As for example, a gentle breeze is blowing, making the environment cool. Making the environment cool. I am sitting here on the bank of the river because a gentle breeze is blowing. Okay? Now, let us come to the last point. I have taken 8 pairs of words. Very much important. For example, right. R-I-G-H-T, right. Right means correct. For example, it is adjective. It is adjective. For example, it is your right decision. It is your right decision at this moment. It is your right decision at this moment. Or direction, you can use right as direction. For example, it is the opposite of left. Go right and you will find the house. While walking along the road, go right and you will find out the house. It is direction. Another meaning of right is entitlement or authority. Entitlement, E-N-T-I-T-L-E-M-E-N-T. entitlement or authority or moral or legal. For example, to have some property of your own is your legal right, or you have the right to education. You have the right to education. Okay? Fundamental right. For example, the Indian Constitution has mentioned some fundamental rights for us. So I have given you 8 pairs of words, and these are, I think, very much helpful for any kind of examination, government examination, competitive examination. Okay? Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe, stay blessed. And if you feel that this video will come to your benefit, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, please. Thanking all of you. Good night.